backing away from mid. He has a duel against Synopsy, and Spook in the meantime will take down GXX. Synopsy goes down. There's one Flatro with a double kill. Oh, he pushes in even more. Spots out two more players, and they got the info. They're going to fight this one, and Scenari will take down Rawls, but Wonderful finds a headshot onto Juan Flatro now. Wonderful, as you said, he's the main man. Oh, Regan. That was very awkward, but it works out well in the end. And Zyphon will go down to Regan. So BNE managing to claim.
I'm not going to like bash Scenari, but I really impressed me yesterday. I thought he was really good, especially on Ancient on that third map, which went to overtime. But right now, the force buy for Sprout, it has some level of success, and it's actually down to 1 versus 1. Okay, this level of success has now really risen up. GXX only a Mac 10 to work with, baiting out Wonderful. Oh, what a good play. However, Wonderful is able to connect the Deagle spam, and the Ukrainian secures the 1 versus 2. Sprout, okay, they snacked that round away.
But in this one, with only Tech 9s and also taking damage from the nades and the mollies, you know what? I won't call anything out. I've seen way too many rounds with pistols that went the way of the pistols as Synopsy goes down to Tossin. It's a 4-on-3 favoring Sprout. And lastly, players of BNE are going to try to clear some more angles, but Zyphon will just shut down GXX. Scenari. It's going to be pushed here by Tossin with the MP9. And at this point, I think it's safe to say that Sprout got this round.
Doing well. Torsen actually got 2 kills with the MP9, so just a little bit extra money going into his back pocket, extra $1,200. Zyphon spots out Regon and will make sure he puts any sort of problems to rest. But right now, we are seeing some light being shone on from one Flatro, so that's always a good start for me. He was really inconsistent on the CT side. And, well, speaking of one Flatro, in his position that he plays on the CT side, he will deteriorate Spook, but very good aggression from Zyphon. Very well at timing that. Alongside Towson, the 2 Danes equally get a kill for themselves. And well, speaking of Danes, the Vikings are securing this one for Sprout. Still potentially in it though. Regon, 1 Fletcher. 2 versus 3, now just make it a 1 versus 3. It's all Danes in the kill feed right now. Zyphon, Rouse, Torsen, they're doing it all by themselves.
Zyphon might actually push behind him. If Regan finds another good timing, oh, he doesn't. I was thinking maybe he gets around the corner. I really like their playstyle. For now, they're not getting said entry frags, right? Juan Flatro, he's going to look for 1 and toss him. That is perfect timing. Unfortunate for Juan Flatro, but he's going to go down to the volley in hand. GXX gets trade from Toss and Spook. Kind of baited his teammate there, but I think that was the plan, basically. But he's going to go down to Regan. Very good trade. And now it's a 3-on-3. With Zyphon with complete control over the A side, so he knows the play is going to be towards the B side in the end, but we'll push work out.
Not clearing rolls, he goes on suspecting, tries to pull out utility, and that will actually be his downfall. But you were talking about Zyphon, you were talking about him taking control towards the A-bomb side. Wonderful, replicates that towards B.
GXX, nice shot into Rawls. Finding the opening kill is a good change of pace here. Let's see if they can convert the round. That's Spook finds a kill onto GXX. Wonderful with a kill onto Regan. I wouldn't really say he's going downhill already because Tossin is by himself towards B. The smokes came in. Deep molly, but that doesn't really do anything, to be completely honest. The bomb will be planted by Synopsy though. Spook, he has an angle at the edge of the smoke. Oh. This could be a big problem, but Spook, he's not going to push through the smoke just yet, even though he could. Synopsy's right next to the wall, and Spook might actually find him. He does. Zyphon on the flank. Doesn't realize that Juan Flatro was right by him. The drive-by, but Wonderful. He's still going to get the kill. You know, hard carrying and all of that, but even in this one, even though he's a 14-2, everyone else is getting kills as well, and they're getting plays done as well, not only kills. You know, Juan Flatro will take down Spook as he wasn't paying attention to a potential push. Tossin, nice trade, although Regan finds Rawls as he tries to jump back into Jaguar. There's Tossin swinging to a molly. Okay, I like this confident Tossin here.
And you're 9-1. You've got that conviction surging through your veins. But speaking about confidence, Synopsy, he duels the beast. He duels Wonderful, but does not anticipate Towson to be there. In the meantime, however, Zyphon has relinquished the A-bomb site. So the bomb's going to get planted with BNE.
And get some info. GXX still in main. Smoke on the bomb. There's a molly to block out GXX. Tossin, he's going to get on defense, at least tap the bomb. Scenari starts shooting, and he gets both kills. Break control out of Scenari.
And this round, it's looking very hot and spicy early towards middle and shelf. Looking like Regon and GXX want to push out. However, look at how many defenders there are here. Towson and Zyphon let rolls fall to the wayside. However, that warrants them the advantage. Spook, not a fan of that one. Not a fan of him glazing a smoke when there's 3 players on the opposite end. That's now putting it back into an even 3 versus 3, but wonderful. Getting aggressive himself. Lovely frag. Can't quite exit because of the Molotov. However, he's going to take the fight straight to one Flatro. Dives into the HE. However, sends one Flatro to the grave. And as the bomb does get planted, Synopsy, I'm not too sure what he can do with this one. He does get the first kill, but put even lower. Zyphon is 2 HP. Wonderful is on 50. And the AWP can't capitalize on this high HP. There is an opportunity for this success. And Molotov in the hands of Zyphon will not be able to be utilized. This 1v3 looking very probable, but wonderful. Puts him in the grave and dismantles it for BNE, securing 10. You said 9-6 would be pretty nice. Well, 9-5 is the best they can get now.
Sprout, at least on this one, it looks like they're on point. Everyone is getting the job done. And ooh, Spook could be found here. Although Wonderful did already find a kill in med. They leave the B site, or at least send Tossin to defend it safely. Nice shot from Rawls. Juan Flatro will find Tossin though, so B side is open. GXX is still in A main. There's a smoke coming in, but GXX will find a kill onto Zyphon, and it's a 3-on-3. Maybe it can still get done.
Maybe, but Wonderful still alive. That's a dangerous piece. You have to remove. Spook, spam connects. One Flatro gets on the wrong end of that. Bomb does get planted. Nice little nade damage on Scenari, and Rawls capitalizes upon that. They know GXX was towards A main. He's so far away from any sort of impact. Wonderful is going to defuse the bomb. He is sticking out slightly, but as I said, GXX is just so far away. The AWP, I don't think I've seen him use an AWP at all.
It's very hard to think that it's still manageable at this point, just by the fact that Sprout, they keep on getting opening kills, and even when they don't, it still works out in their favor. Although Riggin, nice shot onto Tossin, taking it a 4-on-4. Spook swings out, gets the first kill. That's not clear to get the first kill, so Riggin, he's gonna surprise Spook as well. Rawls trying to push through the smoke with the help of Flash. Well, GXX, that's an easy shot for him. And in this round, I think they might have been a little bit overzealous.
Zyphon, Wonderful. However, look at this from GXX. Okay, it's actually a really lovely lurk, and you can see that. What is that for Wonderful? It doesn't mean anything. The round's still probably over, but that is actually ridiculous. Yes, okay, the round, as I did say, will come to an end, but my God.
A lot quicker, as you could assume that there was only one player towards B. They get the smoke in. There's no secondary smoke, but they're going to push this part of the map, and they find the enemy. Spook tries to swing out, gets a shot. There's Wonderful with one, but the trade from Brigand onto Tossin, and then Wonderful, he has to back away. He's waiting for his teammate with the P250. Needs instant headshots, all while waiting for Rawls, but he might be a little bit too late to the party. Oh, okay. Well, Synopsy didn't really do anything about it. Riggin, he's just gonna stick it, and it's an easy stick, and it's the best round going the way of B&E. So okay, at least they got this one, but you know, a lot more are needed. But still,
the hand cannon for a reason, Pop.
Oh yeah, but the Galils are scarier, I would say. Zyphon will actually be the first one to go down.
Is actually the first to die. Look at this aggression, though, from Synopsy. He's going to walk straight into Roz of Tech 9. Alongside that, Spook has actually got a kill towards Jaguar. One Flatro is going to try and lend his hand. However, he gets discombobulated by the amount of targets that are in front of him. Rigon could catch them off guard in his very aggressive position towards middle, but with 3 players coming from shelf, he might even have enough bullets for it. Good first, good second. Oh my God, he holds a spray for 3. Red on the trigger, and Roz now left in this 1 versus 2. Could have catched Rigon off guard when he was out in no man's land, but now the IGL has everything to do. Can he put the weight of this round on his shoulder, or will he fall down? It'll be Regon to get back-to-back 4Ks. He is alive in this server, and he's going to try and keep BNE in it.
Sprout. Interesting how they buy up once again. I would have expected an eco out of them just for, just so they can get an op onto Wonderful as soon as possible. GXX. Rising Tossin that was trying to swing out of A main. Siphon with one in return, but they are slowly backing away. Some pretty good control over the map here. They have the whole of mid. Oh, Regan, he lines 2 up. That's the bomb down, and that could very well be the round over. Spook missing the chance for a headshot onto one Flatro. And it's all wonderful. 1 on 4. I mean, this is still in his ballpark. I wouldn't really count him out just yet. Okay,
unfortunately, we're going to have to count him out as Wonderful shall fall down.
Quick swing out of Jagger, waiting for his teammate to help him out. Synopsis coming in. Oh, that's actually Regan coming in from mid. Everyone rotated to the B side, and there's no info just yet. Wonderful finding the first kill in GXX, though. Oh, Regan at the edge of the smoke. He's going to get away with a kill. In the meantime, Rawls might actually find out that the A side is completely open, and they can just rotate over. Regan might be ahead of the opposition. A wonderful, good shot on Scenari. And even if they rotate now, Regan can cut them off.
3 would be very ideal. What does Rouse do? Like he's camping over towards the A bomb site, and Synopsy, first one, very easy. Zyphon swings in, no immediate trade, but Towson does eventually attain that. One Flatcher, good position towards long. Towson's maybe missed him a little bit, so Wonderful's not sure if he actually has crossed over just yet, because you can see they're putting util down towards short. One Flatcher can completely catch them off guard, but Towson's doing very well to wrap back around short and might even backstab now the star player. But in the meantime, Wonderful has hit on to be backstabbed, and he even goes on for a second, understands where Towson would be, and rules 1 versus 2. He's been here before on the pistol round. Bomb's not planted for him. Spots out the back of Regon and is able to get out dodge. Catches one Flatcher out when he's in the air, and then even attains the 1 versus 2. A tap of the bomb, but then the swing for one Flatcher is going to be the death of him. Sprout back to winning ways. Their first round on the T side.
They do have, limited util. That's the main problem. But at the same time, they're looking for the kills, and Spook will find one in return. Scenari finds Tossin. Oh, taking down Wonderful as well. A lot of damage dealt to the enemy opper. GXX looks down into Cave, and he's going to eliminate Spook. Player advantage for the side of BNE. Now, how do they react to this one, Sprout? What's the play that should get done? Synopsis waiting they're waiting on the reaction of Sprout to see exactly what they're gonna do. There's still plenty of time in the round, but Zyphon found Scenari, so now it's equal in terms of players alive. Synopsy in mid gets himself a kill, gets the second as well, and it's all down to the opper. 1 on 3. He expects GXX timing.
Unfortunate.
It favors Wonderful a little bit, but not for long, as GXX takes him down, and it is BNE with a very important round being won here.
Finally, they do something different. They were like rooks moving towards the same place, like flies to a light, and it was towards the B bomb site, now towards A. They haven't cleared Regon. He swings out, can't even get one, because Wonderful snaps onto his head. What a shot from the Ukrainian. And unfortunately, I was going to say Spook should be dead when he picks up the AWP, but no! Scenari can't contribute to a frag, and one Flatro just wondering what went wrong. Zyphon comes in from behind. He was lurking around elbow the whole round. I was talking about this doesn't seem like the same Sprout we were looking at in the first half.
It's gonna be hard, but still, the pistols are always dangerous. But a fast peak, Scenari is gonna be the first one to go down. Tossin with a kill into one Flatro. Regan at least got one in return, but Synopsis being tagged by the opper. And, well, he's going to be waiting inside the cave, but it's still on 22 HP. In the meantime, GXX found a kill. And Regan is actually flanking them through T spawn.
Ooh. I like this. This happened before, and this time it might actually have some weight to it. Regon biding his time, sees all 3 of them, pulls the trigger for 2. Spook left on an island by himself, does get one more, but Regon is there. 9 for BNE. I haven't seen really that at all for Sprout. As I say that, they're going to go towards middle. And Zyphon, oh, he had the opportunity onto Regon. But speaking of that, man, holding down middle, there's 3 of them there. The trades come out and Sprout once again left with a man disadvantage and no map control whatsoever.
Canary. He's going to peek out, but Tossin was actually holding down the angle. The flash didn't do anything. Tossin with a second kill. And now it's a 3-on-2. Sprout. Book. There's no angle off of that smoke, but Tossin, he got himself in such a good of a position. There's defuse kits on both sides, so they can't really hesitate, but they're not going to go for the defuse straight away. And Tossin finds the kill on the Juan Flatro. GXX will go down to Wonderful. And that is going to be Sprout reaching 15. They only need one more and BNE.
And now with a very weak purchase, the AWP on GXX, but apart from that, it's not looking too bright. And I was talking about them finding success towards the A bomb site. They're going to go back to their motherland. Synopsy, has he been identified? As Maddox as Towson just rips off his head. Zyphon on for 2. Just one fractural by himself in a blink of an eye. The comeback is deteriorated. And BNE, it's a fair effort to make it look decent. They made it look a little bit better for themselves. However, inevitably, after losing the first half, 12-3, it was just never going to go your way. And
BNE, interestingly enough, they're better at CT side. So, you know, maybe it wasn't a mistake there. Spook. Already taking down one Flatro. Quick headshot. The bomb is not even actually going towards the B side. The bomb is slowly making its way towards the A site. And now Spook has been spotted. Oh, peeking out with a knife in hand. It's not really the best play, but the bomb will make it to the site safely.
Yeah, the fact that he spotted one behind, he already kind of knew that A was basically going to be cleared, but Synopsy, that's also a bit loose. Especially when you know the bomb's gone down. You know that you've been fooled. Wonderful. Nice shot on GXX. Another challenger coming, but if Regon doesn't manage to find this entry, I've got bad faith there, and they all start pivoting over towards Scenario. Regon, do what you must, but there won't be anything for you to get in terms of winning the round. Noticing a lot of resistance over at mid. We'll just sprint on towards B. So thus far, the reactive plays out of the information that Sprout have gotten, it's been perfectly executed in the 5-on-5. Damage is already done. And that is wall bangable, and that is nice for Synopsy. Great kill on Rouse. That actually entices them to go back in. Otherwise, a 5-on-5. Not too crazy to be saved. Even Wriggle obliterates Spook, who was already low, but as soon as he tries to get more on his plate, that's where he'll be shut down. The bomb planted for Wonderful. But there are a lot of CTs here, and they do manage to win the force, but just need to be patient for a little bit longer. And Sprout, that's kind of disappointing that they weren't able to hold at all. You can buy up Galils on basically every single player, but due to the lack of frag that they were getting, Spook even does well, but doesn't manage to hit a bullet at all on Flatro. Then Synopsy with the AK long range is wonderful to shut him down. Flatro now knows, okay, I'll give up the site. There's just 2 players. They're actually going to try and run him down. Rolls, staggers his push a little bit. Now it's actually not making the run over towards A, and with him reloading, and Regon finds him, and that's the end of the round. Sprout, they didn't even really manage to do damage.
Oh, Regan. What a toss, and he's going to take him down. Swift headshot. That makes it a 5-on-3, makes it even harder for Sprout to answer back, as Spook is also taken down by Regan. And Wonderful maybe get a trade. Ralls finds the kill in return in the end, but Synopsy, I feel like he's in a pretty good position, and they might not actually expect that to be the case. Wonderful. He's going to check his corner. Oh, he is going to, but Synopsy still gets that kill. Ralls swings out, gets the kill in return, but he's on 4 HP, and he's going to be taken down by Juan Flatro through the wooden window there, so still no op for Wonderful, which is very surprising still. Would have expected to see that op coming out, because for now, you know, he's not... He's used to being... Oh, Tossin at the edge of the swell fighting Synopsy. Entry kill going the way of Sprout. That's a good start, but Juan Flatro with 1 return. Wonderful has to deliver, and this is gets the chance to get a headshot, but one Flutter is very low. The nade is not going to get to him. He's still pretty much up close and personal. Wonderful. Missing a chance to take down Dragon. And from a 5-on-4, we go down to a 4-on-3. You make that a 4-on-2 as GXX eliminates Rawls. And things are not looking good at all for Sprout.
Sprout, however, aren't really able to show their true form. As GXX, all he needs to do is hold down the line, manages to do that. Sure, the bomb goes down, but you've been hugely winning the gun rounds already, so really not that big of an issue. And Sprout.
Maybe it's just a new strategy or something. Tossin trying to get more aggressive. He's going to go down to Regan. A double kill out of Regan. And it's already a 5-on-3. I mean, it looks so different from the first map. Wonderful. Gonna get a kill. There's a trade. Spook a little bit late with the reaction there. Could have saved his teammate's life. As now it's a 2-on-3. At least it's a little bit more manageable, but
it's seemingly nowhere. Bad News Eagles are just pushing them quickly. And there's some nice reads and adapting to the situation at hand. But Bad News Eagles, they're just pushing early, hitting their shots. And this is kind of the issue with Sprout, that if Wonderful isn't spectacular, you need somebody else to step up. And thus far, nobody really has taken that role consistently. There's always people that, as soon as Wonderful starts popping off, are also popping off. But they desperately need him, and Spook just got caught on the timing. Might be able to buy up an AWP. Scenario is just the old one out here. Wonderful, actually, shot between the legs. One flat throw will lay Spook down. Zyphon was trying to enter, but now Townsend is just way too late. He's also got an individual battle with a completely different player. They're just too slow on the trades.
considering the fact that B&E, they didn't really get a lot of things done in the first half of the previous map. This is very nice to see out of them. Juan Platero finding a double kill and just a quick end to round there.
Lose the half like 9-6. Right now, it's even worse. And they haven't even converted this round. They've at least gotten the first kill. That's all locked up. Bad News Eagles. How good are you at fighting back? Wonderful. Another one. Raul sprays down Synopsy through the wall. Perhaps Sprout can mimic a performance of Bad News Eagles and also get a third at the minimum on the board. And then they're still trying to fight it out for that final round.
Well, it's all down to Scenari. 1-on-4. Bomb not even planted yet. They're going to take it to the free site, as they know Scenari was somewhere point. Wonderful. Easy shot. That is the third round on the board for Sprout.
And an A execute is so hard to stop. GXX has done a fantastic job at it, but Zyphon just shows a shadow around the corner. Thus not able to get a free trade. And actually, Zyphon cuts it very close, because sure, he did manage to get that kill. He's also the one to go down now. And they're just running through the smoke, trying to be on the site as quickly as possible. For Zyphon, if that goes wrong on the individual front, perhaps they can drag this one back.
GXX up for the clutch. Oh, on 5 HP, I doubt it, but missed shot. Time is running out. Yeah, no. I mean, I don't think you would have had time either at any point, but it's going to be an 11-4 for B&E.
Sprout look like they want to get aggressive, but Bad News Eagles, they're completely ready for this. You turn around this corner, Zyphon, you best be ready for a big battle. Dooley's not recoverable. Nice flash from Rouse. Now just run back here. You've gotten the advantage. Synopsy start crunching through from the back. Spook holding down the line. Rigging out the next up challenger. But it's Scenari. He also came through from behind, distracting him a little bit. And then Riggin able to put his feet on the neck. And Riggin steps down again. Wonderful. 1v2, and now the other player is low. Riggin swings quickly. Insanely close, but Bad News Eagles convert it. Start taking some odd humanoid shape. Bad News Eagles. They also go for the buy, but it's kind of surprising that Aquan Flatro leaves that much left in the bank. Siphon quick to get overwhelmed, and that's an A1S lost as well. The MP9 still trying to keep it secure, but then has to worry about its own well-being. Re-molly will spook as well. Made decent next to Quanflatro, but this is looking very scary. Sprout for your way back in. Flash, dodge, Sorrels runs him down, but then the A1S strikes, and oh, the Deagle as well. Wonderful. Gets a nice kill. Riggin has kind of slid underneath the radar, and it's all up to wonderful Riggin. Oh my, doesn't even need the playtime, just kills him outright.
Because you get all the confidence from winning, you know, a force buy round, and then you lose against the force buy, which is really hurtful. Although Tossin and Wonderful, they find a couple of kills. Scenari, he is still around here. The double nade will not really deal a lot of damage. You're going to try double peek this. Back 10 retrieved, not really a weapon that you want to save. Siphon with a kill into Scenari, but GXX comes in with the trade. GXX with a triple, and that makes it more manageable. 2-on-2, although GXX was dinged, so he's on 17 HP, and he's gonna drop down behind them. Misses a shot. That might be the biggest miss, but no, Rawls gets another kill. It's all down to GXX. 1-on-1, needs the ace, or Rawls gets the double. This is a very tense situation. GXX, he's very low HP. Rawls not trusting that AK. Now he's gonna get it out, but he has no armor. GXX swings out, and he wins the round for BNE. 17 HP, doesn't matter. No shot connects from Rawls.
Oh my God.
And that's going to be 14 on the board for the Bad News Eagles. Even if they try to get it back, you know, I mean, they're going to try, of course. This map is not over. But just the fact that they need 10 rounds in a row and no mistakes are allowed. One flat throw opens up round 21 with a headshot into Rawls. Another headshot into Siphon. That is B-side open. Spook already behind him, but he's on 18 HP. Oh, he's going to find a kill into Riggin, but they're going to turn around. Spook, able to find the second, but not the third. So now it's all down to Tossin as he took down Scenari. Synopsy is going for the peak. Using the timing, Tossin will take him down, but GXX will finish it off. BNE 16-5, and we're going to get to see a third map as well. We're going to get to see Inferno here, Dan. Wonderful performance of the BNE, though. Very nicely done. We'll be starting on CT side with BNE on the T side. Of course, knife round has been played out, and well, it seems like Stroud had the opportunity of choosing. Synopsy taking down Wonderful, starting things off in favor of BNE, although Siphon's in a pretty good off angle. Oh, missing a couple of shots. He's gonna get one flat throw, but not before one flat throw took down Spook. Nice shot from Synopsy. And the problem is, GXX, he's going to be pushed by two players here, or are they going to find him? If they do, that's massive. If they don't, that's a problem.
Go, hey, he'll let them cross.
Kills.
Actually, oh no! Oh. Okay, he got the kill. It's all good. It's all calm. They now know where Siphon is. Crisis averted, but imagine GXX going down there after he kind of biffs the shot. Scary stuff. You should now just get away with a scare. Yeah, there they go, Siphon. Not a chance.
Shut down the A push. At the same time, B&E could try to go towards B, but there's 3 players there and a lot of pistols to go through.
At least like they're getting a hurry on. Nice nade. Spook there to defend, and this is actually very old now for Bad News Eagles, who don't have a clear-cut way through. That smoke is now going to last for a long while. They're going to run around the corner. Then Spook shows himself, picks up the AK. And this is looking rather odd. Synopsy doesn't manage to get that kill. Oh, Bad News Eagles hanging on by a thread and wriggle. And sure, he might be able to cut off the flank and actually go A. Does he make that if he just sprints with his knife out? Nah, there's no way. You don't make it. Lost round here for Bad News Eagles. And then it becomes a case of Wriggle having to hold on. Spook trying to run with his knife out. Desperately wants to get the ace.
Basically, the only weapon that they have. They only have a nade onto him, and he's going to peek into short, but Wonderful gets the shot. That's the AK gone. And it's all down to a couple of Deagles and a Tech 9. Going to be looking pretty interested in that B side, and that's where Spook is waiting. Tossin will rotate over. But it still shouldn't be easy to get this side and get the bomb planted.
Oh, loose over Scenari. Oh, Tassin Doesn't get saved by his teammate either. And it's an MP9, and Rouse comes through for the final MP9 kill. You can use that MP9 a bit more frivolously, push it forward, and then be prepared for a situation like this. Tucks himself in the corner, and since there's no spray down range, Spook is going to come through, but I would love to see the spray down range. And oh, Spook mistimes the smoke fading away and just caught out into the open.
On flat throw. Oh, spotted in apartments, taken down by Wonderful. Now the thing is, Wonderful is covering this site all by himself. When he's actually going towards the enemy team, gonna find a second kill. And that makes it a little bit more manageable for his teammates to come in for the retake, but it's still gonna be a 2-on-2. And you know, this A side retake notoriously hard, and even when you have not going to be deployed. There's no one in pit though. Scenari, he's ready for the duel. The molly doesn't affect Synopsy. The flash was good, but look at that from Siphon. He's going to spray them both down. Going to use the smoke as well, just to make sure he has enough time. And Sprout, they will win the 4th round. Siphon, very nicely done. The flash was perfectly placed.
They're a suppressive regime. Very strict with money. I would love to see one of them just kind of take the brunt of the hit, go for a bit less firing power, supply them with some more utility. All the flashes, GXX. This is exactly why you want that utility, GXX. You just have one flash, this Sprout there, answer with an entire array, specifically picked for Bad News Eagles' taste. Oh, and Quan, that's just unlucky on the timing. Trying to put on the cape, which one of them needs to do right now in a 2-1-5 situation.
Well, Scenari got the first kill, but he wasn't spotted by Wonderful. I don't think he spotted Wonderful either. Synopsy takes down the Siphon. Nice flick from the Opper there, and Synopsy, he's going to try and take him down, but Tossin already rotated in. Just an easy kill. Shoots him in the side of the head. Going to isolate Wonderful. They still have a player in apartments that Sprout have no idea that he's there, and they're gonna push through the edge of the smoke. Wonderful, he makes it to the site safely. Siphon cannot be spotted just yet, but now they see him and now they take him down. Good kill from Tossin. They rotated in, but Wonderful is still stuck on the site by himself. He's gonna hear Rigon drop into pit. Nice shot from Rawls with a pre-fire as well. Gets a tag on GXX. Third to play safe. Wonderful. He gets the shot into Reagan, and in the meantime, Rawls found GXX through the smoke. Oh, all of a sudden, he goes downhill. Synopsy. Time is ticking as well. Going to be found by Rawls, and that's a triple for the IGL. Very nicely done by Sprout, even though still a couple... No, there's only a molly left, but Spook still has a smoke, and he's ready to use it for new box. Whenever the execution starts, there it is. Good nade as well by Rawls to deal some more damage. Spook peeks out, perfect flash. He's going to be the molly to finish off Scenari. Synopsy, good kill. But can they find Spook in time? Oh, Spook almost good for a triple. It's a 3-on-2. And Rigon, oh, he's going to find Tossin. Okay, the problem is they're very low HP.
Position which is more likely to get naded. Perfect peek by Synopsy and Rigon. Slicing and dicing.
Only for new box. Wonderful. You can just keep on holding down the angle. Oh, good peek by Rigon. There's going to be a nade as well. Wonderful. Does peek out and get the kill. But now they're going to change it back to the A side. It's a 3-on-2. Or actually a 3-on-1 because Siphon is by himself. The molly delays Scenari. Scenari almost goes down to the molly. He's down to 20 HP. Rawls found one Paparo. Synopsy gets the kill onto Siphon. But now, Rawls, what do you do? Are you going to play it safe? Are you going to push by yourself? Surely he's just waiting. There's a huge gap in that smoke, so he can at least attest to the fact that there's no one in pit.
And to be fair, one could have already been sitting in pit. And they are checking for that. A Spook on the lookout. That's the cut down that they needed. Scenari looking elsewhere. Wonderful with the up slides in. Yeah, this was doomed to fail. Because I'm able to get back to the site in a 5. Not possible on the CT side, but they are going for an execute. And the fact that that molly failed on pit is so massive because Sprout now don't have to throw any utility. They don't have anybody there, but it's all about B&E having to take that into account very deeply. They've got a minute left. They've all gone over towards that A site, very quickly going to realize that, oh, wait, shoot. We actually kind of want to go back, and now that they're starting to do that, 2 of their players are still heading forward, and this is so convoluted. They now know where Wonderful is, but does Wonderful ever read into somebody coming through from behind? They're trying to keep him preoccupied, and it's an easy cut down for Synopsy.
They are taking on Sprout here. Sprout, who is technically better at the T side. So both teams will get on their better sides percentage-wise after the first half ends. How is that a miss? That is very unfortunate. GXX, I'm going to test. That was on to Wonderful. That should have never happened. Reagan takes down Spook. That is the first kill going the way of B&E in this round. But Rawls, can he stop the push by himself? I think he's just waiting for Tawson to get there. Try and spam through the smoke. There we go. Almost taking down Reagan. Synopsy still alive, but only barely. Tawson will take down Synopsy through the smoke. Another unfortunate development there. People can see it clear as day. Scenario still has a smoke though, so could pick that one up. Tawson swings, goes down, but gets the tag in. 22 HP. And Wonderful only needs a Deagle bullet to take down Scenario. 12-3.
And you just have to be so rigorously your own team instead of trying to play your opponent's game, because usually there isn't. Usually it's just very chaotic. Spook on the lurk as well, and kind of dangerous for Synopsy not to take that into account at all. And now Sprout, they come firing back. Nice shot out of Scenario. Loves the nade in there as well, in the pocket of Sprout, and he just needs to play defensive. He's got the cavalry coming through at the bottom of Banana and Sprout. They're playing this very slow. They didn't hear this go on, though, and all of a sudden, you've got the rotation around. They've got all the pieces to this puzzle, and GXX, he just stepped out into the open, giving a free way back in. 6 bullets in the USP as well. I mean, he's screwed 10 ways to Sunday here. And he does go down in the reconstructed church. They're going to get tested and need to activate, but and being able to defend the site, that's all you really need. And they're just smoking off the lurk, which, okay, great for right now. Huge issues for later. Zyphon doesn't manage to get the kill, and they're just trying to go quickly about this. Funny part is that Sprout haven't even planted the bomb, and they're already winning the round.
I mean, they're going to hang on to them because, sure, GXX might be able to save the MAC-10. Never mind, he will not be able to save the MAC-10, but still, it's not going to be anything different from pistols. Maybe GXX. Well, it very well be the last one as the XM. I think that's the only good position to get a kill with a XM. Look at that from Wonderful. What a shot into Scenario. That's be open. The XM has been retrieved. Maybe there's another chance. Eagle, M4. Trying to go for the retake here. Of course, there's no way around it. This round's over. Map's over. Reagan gets himself 1-2 offense, but Zyphon starts spraying, and he's going to find both of them, and now it's all down to GXX, but Tawson will make sure GXX doesn't see anything else out of this round. 16-3, and that is a complete stomp from Sprout. B&E. Nah, not something that we expected out of them. We expected a lot more out of B&E. It didn't happen, so Sprout, they'll be happy with it, and with that, Sprout, they qualify for the next stage. You know, they managed to get